IVR reports. In this section we have three different reports. Let's look at it. IVR call summary report. In IVR call summary report, it actually shows you the figures of how many calls have hit the IVR, and the calls which are showed in this report are not transferred to ACD. Only the calls which are abandoned on the IVR are shown here. For example, on support underscore IVR for the month of 7th, which is July, 274 calls have been abandoned. You can see there is one more test campaign named test underscore Malaysia has 10 abandoned calls. And further down you can see a call summary report which is based on the day. If you look at it for last 3 days, on 18th on support there were 1 or 2 abandoned calls, and on 19th there were 98, and on 20th there are 74 plus 7 calls abandoned. IVR detailed call report. This report is very similar to ACD detailed call report. This gives you the list of all the numbers which have tried contacting support. You can see 2239349300, which is a Bombay number. They tried calling us at 23:41 on 18th, and they were on queue for 132 seconds, and the call happened on ZAP 20th channel. Similarly, you can see few more numbers like 9958326835, which happened for 66 seconds or so. And next section of reports are conference report. In case if an agent takes another agent into a conference, or if he takes an external customer into the call, all those calls will be recorded here. Let's look at transfer summary report. So far on the system there are no conference calls happened, so that's why we can see there are no records, no data found. Transfer detailed call report. This also gives you an exhaustive summary of all the calls which happened in conference, but unfortunately here also there is no data. And the last section is IPBX reports. As we know, we can configure IPBX on the same C-Zentrix call center box simultaneously. Through this we can see the call log of all the extensions through various reports. First is call summary report. Reports gives an exhaustive summary of all the outgoing and incoming calls of different departments. For example, if we look at developers department, there were 3221 calls initiated, out of which 2249 are answered and 972 are failed. You can see its percentage of answered also, and most of the calls were not disposed as the agent don't log in onto the C-Zentrix using the web interface, so that's why there were no dispositions. The total talk time so far in this department is more than 55 hours, and average talk time is around 1 minute 29 seconds. Similarly, we can see for different departments like forwarding, test call, etc. And next report is detailed call report. In this section you can see all the calls which happened through IPBX. For example, the called party is 9045385416. It called through this extension 9999. He was into the developers department, and calling date was this, and duration was for more than 18 minutes. There's an outgoing call. And as you know, there will be a unique session ID for each and every call, and this is the name of the file on which this recording has been saved. And the last report is failed call report. In this report you can see all the failed calls which happened. You can see 916 extension agent has tried calling 989131985, who is in developers department at this time, and the call was failed because of no answer. Similarly, we can see the dialer disposition, whether it is no answer, failed, busy, etc.